As friendlies begin to ramp up, so do the transfers. Welcome back to Fog Football. It is 6 a.m. when you'll be hearing this, and it's the transfer roundup for the 4th of July. I thought may as well let this video breathe because we did talk about the friendly recap last night regarding Hearts and Celtic and their games, and I thought there's no point rushing this video. So, you know what? Good morning. It is Saturday, the 5th of July, and this is the 4th of July recap. So let's dive into it. Brendan Rodgers says that Kuhn moving from Celtic to Como is great business. He says, we virtually agreed between the club and Como, so it looks like at this point that he'll be on his way, but we just have to wait for confirmation. I think it's very clear the model of Celtic. In the 18 months, he's done absolutely fantastic for us. He was aware of interest towards the end of last season, and that sort of followed through. Other teams have joined in that interest over the summer, and that's why a lot of the young players come. It's wonderful, brilliant club to come develop and improve. If he does end up signing and going for Como, then it's great business all around. End of quote from Rodgers. Here, does Rodgers believe this? He probably does, but if he didn't and he thought this move was a disaster and he's like, why am I losing one of my best players for under the value that most of us thought he might have been worth? He's never going to come and say that. So, is it great business? A lot of profit's been made, so it's not for me to decide. It's up for the people to decide. So, look, yeah, but again, the deal's not official. Will Kuhn go to Como? I do believe he will. Everything points towards that direction, so be interested to see what's going to go down on that regard. As for Naroki, talked about it yesterday, but it looks like he's away to Hanover. Anyway, moving back to Celtic, and that is Shush Garden. So obviously he plays for Broaddenby. Celtic have been linked for ages. Looks like he's going to be moving to Lens for 14 million euros. I mean, 14 million euros is what, like 11 and a million half pounds or whatever, half pounds. 11 and a half, whoa, reel it in. Late night video here, 11.5 million pounds. So, again, Celtic obviously could spend it, but they don't feel like they need to. Well, is it a good move going for Brondby to Lens? Yeah, Lens obviously definitely one of the better teams in League One. You know, they kind of shocked everybody a couple of years ago by finishing second or Champions League last season as well, and I think he'll continue to have a good career. Kvistgaarden, I think he's definitely one to watch out for in the next coming years. Moving on to Sky Sports, they're reporting that David Brooks' move to West Brom Albion is off, and it's opened the door for a reunion with Rangers head coach Russell Martin, who worked with the 27-year-old Bournemouth winger at Southampton. Now, I've been hearing plenty of this. This is just kind of came because due to the fact his West Brom deal fell through. Now, why did it fall through? No one really knows. Could it be that Russell Martin has floated the idea of him coming up to Glasgow and playing for Rangers? It could be potentially that. David Brooks, don't know an awful lot about him apart from that he loves and he flourishes in a Russell Martin side. And what are we? We're a Russell Martin. We're a Russell Martin side. So hopefully, you know what? If Russell Martin's the manager of Rangers Football Club, well, head coach, and it makes sense to sign guys that play his type of football. And it appears that that's what we are doing. So David Brooks to Rangers, aye, why not? No, I'll accept that. I'll take that every day of the week. Meanwhile, Tilo Ashgard has completed his medical and is set to sign for Rangers today. Now there is some reports that it's going to be 5 million, but realistically it's looking like 3 million, rising to 4 million with add-ons. So that will be interesting. But the one thing I can probably damn near guarantee is that when this deal does go through, it will probably say undisclosed. We know that's the usual gimmick floating about these days. Now, according to El Equipe, Aberdeen have bid €500,000 for Alessio forward Musa Simuno, who had previously been linked with a move to Celtic. So Aberdeen be lucky in their pursuit there, who knows. As for Hearts, it looks like the bid for James Penrice is around 2 million. Conflicting reports whether it was 1.3 or 2. So no real closer to deciding what that amount is going to be. Hearts, though, they've also opened talks with Estonian club Narva Trans as they bid to sign £250,000 rated Peri Landre Cabor, who can play as a left wing as a central striker. So that's interesting. And also, Rennes are in advanced negotiations with Birmingham over Kyogo Furuhashi, and the deal could match the 10 million the French club paid for Celtic for the 30-year-old in January. Well, I tell you what, folks, if Rennes can sign, if Rennes can sell Kyogo to Birmingham for what they bought him from Celtic for, that's a great piece of business for the French club because that seemed unthinkable